She smiled at another man like I didn't exist, and in that moment something inside me quietly snapped. It wasn't the smile itself, it was the way her whole face lit up, the way she leaned in, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear like she used to do with me years ago. We were at a friend's birthday dinner, surrounded by people, yet I felt more alone than I ever had in my life. I sat there watching my wife, Amna, laugh at every word that man said, while I faded into the background like some uninvited extra in my own marriage. I tried to hide it. I tried to tell myself it was harmless, that I was overreacting, but the truth was simple. She hadn't looked at me with that same warmth in a long time. Eventually, as the group laughed and music played, I stood up quietly and walked toward the door. I didn't make a scene. I didn't say goodbye. I just wanted to leave before the ache inside me turned into something uglier. I reached for the doorknob, my heart heavy, when I suddenly heard my name being called. Not softly. Not sweetly. Urgently. Arsel. Wait. Her voice cracked in a way I hadn't heard in months. For a second, I froze. I turned around slowly, expecting annoyance or frustration. After all, I was used to feeling like an inconvenience to her lately. But she wasn't annoyed. She looked terrified. She rushed toward me, nearly tripping over someone's chair. Her cheeks were flushed, and her eyes were wide. "Where are you going?" she demanded, out of breath. I stared at her for a moment before answering, "Home. You seemed busy." My voice came out colder than I intended, but it was honest. She looked like she had been slapped. Her eyes flickered with hurt, then guilt, then something else, panic. "Busy," she whispered. "You think I was, Arsel? No. Please, don't walk out." "Then what was that?" I asked quietly. "You haven't smiled at me like that in I don't know how long." She opened her mouth to speak, but nothing came out. The silence between us grew heavier by the second. People nearby started noticing the tension. Her hands trembled as she reached for me, but I stepped back. For the first time, she looked genuinely scared of losing me. "Arsel, it wasn't what you think. I know how it looked, but please, just come outside with me." "Let me explain." Something in her tone stopped me. Not excuses. Not defensiveness. A plea. We stepped out into the cool night air. The noise of the restaurant faded behind us, replaced with a heavy, uneasy quiet. She stood there hugging her arms, not against the cold, but like she was bracing herself. "He's my co-worker," she finally said. "And he was telling me about his engagement. That's why I smiled. It reminded me of us. When we were planning our wedding. I wasn't flirting. I didn't say anything. I didn't know what to believe yet." She swallowed hard, tears forming. "I know I haven't been the same lately. I've been distant, distracted, tired. It's not you. It's never been you. I've been so stressed at work, and I didn't want to dump everything on you. But I should have talked to you. I should have let you in." Her voice cracked. "You walking away just now, it scared me. Because if you leave, I don't have anyone." For the first time in months, I saw the woman I married. Vulnerable. Real. Not guarded or irritated. Not dismissive or distant. Just Amna. Still, the hurt inside me was real. I took a deep breath. "I don't want to feel invisible in my own marriage," I said quietly. That broke her. Tears spilled down her cheeks as she whispered, "You're not invisible. You're the only person I see. I just forgot to show it." We stood there for a long moment, both hurting, both trying to understand where we had gone wrong. Finally, she stepped closer, hesitating like she wasn't sure she had the right. "Please don't walk away from me, Arsel. Not like this. Not because of a misunderstanding." Her fear wasn't fake. Her tears weren't dramatic. This wasn't guilt from being caught. This was fear of losing something she realized she'd taken for granted. Slowly, I allowed her to take my hand. She held it tightly, almost desperately. "Give me a chance to fix this. I promise I will do better. I'll stop letting stress turn me into someone you don't recognize." For the first time all night, I felt the knot in my chest loosen. I sighed. "I don't want to leave you, Amna. I just want us back." She stepped forward and wrapped her arms around me with a softness I hadn't felt in a long time. You still have me, she whispered. You've always had me. We stood under the streetlights, holding each other as if the world had paused. No dramatic fights. No shouting. No running away. Just two people who had drifted apart, slowly finding their way back again. And when she finally pulled back, wiping her tears, she said something I didn't expect. Let's go home. Together. I'm done making you feel like a stranger. For the first time that night, I believed her.